Welcome back everyone, I'm Kate Plays Games. As you can see, this is FTL, the science fiction adventure roguelike game, and it's time for us to once again set forth on our mission to save the Federation from the rebel threat. We've been working our way through the alternative B type layout of all the ships. We've been going all the way through. I think last time we did the Basilisk. This time it is time for us to do the Stormwalker, the Slug Type B cruiser. It starts with 3 crew who are all slugs. Slugs can see inside enemy ships, so we don't need sensors. Weapons wise, it starts with a healing bomb, which we can target on the enemy ship or our ship, and it heals any of our crew who are in the same room when the bomb goes off back to full health. Yeah, the healing bomb consumes missiles as well, which isn't great. And we have an Artemis missile. Fires 1 missile, it does 2 damage, can pass through up to 5 layers of shield. So that's the only thing we have for offense. And of course we have up here a beautiful crew teleporter. You will notice on the layout there is no medical bay on this ship, at least not to start with. So what we have to do is to try and get crew kills by boarding them with 2 out of our 3 people, leave someone else in piloting, and heal our crew during the fight with the healing bomb. If the healing bomb misses, we're in deep doo-doo because both of our people on the enemy ship will die. So what I like to do is to run my people around and then bring them back onto my own ship and target my own ship with the healing bomb and then send them back out later. So obviously we're in a race to either get a medbay or a better weapon or both before we run out of missiles, because we're firing missiles to damage the enemy and firing missiles to heal our own people. We're going to run out of missiles. 1 layer of shields, 2 layer of engines, which is quite nice, 1 layer of oxygen, 2 in weapons, so we can use both of these because they only need 1 power each. 1 in piloting, starts with blast doors, which is quite nice, and a level 1 teleporter. Begins again with an augmentation, slug repair gel. It will slowly fix up any hull breaches. I think we'll just be selling that as soon as we can because it's not that good. In FTL, easy mode is what other games would call hard mode, normal mode is what other games would call hardcore, and hard is what other games would call you hate yourself and you must be punished. So we're going to be playing this on easy mode. The data we're carrying is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. We have to get through 8 sectors of space and get to the Federation main base and warn them about the weakness the rebels have, which is their flagship. So I think everyone is where I want them to be, so we'll just save the stations. Do I want someone in weapons? Or do I want Dingler to be in shields? I think I'd rather have Dingler in shields. Because when rooms are manned, they get increased performance. As you see when we mouse over it. Manned, 10% faster shield recharge. Someone's in the engines. So we get evasion plus 5 from that. That's why evasion's 15. But obviously the shields and the engine guy are going to be running into here and boarding people. We need someone in piloting. A, to keep us with some evasion, because if there's no one in piloting, evasion goes to 0 even though someone's in engines, and that also disables the FTL drive, which is how we escape any difficult fights. So this is sector 1, we need to get to the exit. You don't want to go straight to the exit. The enemy fleet will slowly encroach from the left to the right, moving ahead a little bit each turn. We want to just kind of stay ahead of that fleet a little bit and hit as many of these yellow pings as we can. Each ping we visit is a chance to earn more scrap or rewards or crew or anything good like that. These little purple pings down here are nebulas. Nebulas slows down the enemy fleet to half speed for that turn, but your sensors don't work. We don't care about sensors, we're slugs. So which route can we plan? I'm just mousing over, seeing all the connections, because sometimes things that look like they should be connected are not. Okay, so how are we going to maximise our pings? I think we'll go this one, and then that, and hit all these ones up here, and then kind of swing south and get to the exit. A nearby mantis ship begins aggressive manoeuvres. You prepare for the worst. Okay. Pause the game with spacebar. I'm going to do what I call the PIE method. P-I-E. P is pause, done that bit. I is identify the enemy and their weapons. Their weapons, oh god, they've got a missile which will pass straight through our shields and hit us and do between 1 and 2 damage. If it's an Artemis like we have, it'll do 2. If it's a Leto, it will do 1. The only defense we have against this is our evasion, so we've got a 15% chance at the moment of it missing. We can increase that by allocating some of the reactor power to the engines Divert power to the engines. Evasion goes up to 20. So 1 in 5 chance of this missile to miss us. That's pretty good. Let's identify their crew. They've got a Mantis and an NG. NG are really quick at fixing things. That's not great. Mantis are really good at close combat. Also not great. So what we're going to do now is the E section, which is evaluate. How are we going to win this fight? Or how are we going to run away? I've turned on the healing bomb because we're going to try and board them, even though the 2 Mantis will chew up our crew really quickly. We're going to go for the crew kill, because why not? We do have 25 missiles, which is quite nice. Here comes our missile. Hit us. It's only a little, so each time this fires, it will do 1 damage. It hit us in an empty room, so it didn't damage any systems, which is good. We begin the game with 30 health. If you get to 0, game over. Permadeath. And the other weapon they have is this one little laser, which will bounce harmlessly off our shield. It'll take our shield down. And then before that has anywhere near enough time to recharge, the shield will come up, so we can ignore that weapon. I am waiting for my healing bomb to charge up before we board the enemy ship. Okay, that one missed. This is good. Healing bomb's ready, so both guys into the teleporter. Where are we going to teleport them? I'm going to teleport them all the way over here. Keeping an eye on my people's health. Okay. Something bad has happened. Their missile hit our shields room and the shields are gone down, so pilot has to go and fix the shields. Our slugs really need to get healed up, so we're gonna select the weapon, fire it at their ship, because our teleporter's still on cooldown, so we can't escape and do this on our own ship. This is a better hit, otherwise we're dead. Good. We're all back to full health. Come on, Mr. Pilot, fix the shields, fix the shields. We've got no evasion at the minute. Right, both the Mantis are dead. The lasers hit the shields and damaged it even more. We're taking a lot of damage here, but it's just 1 NG versus 2 Slug. NG are terrible at close combat. Why is our laser always hitting the shield room? Okay. I've paused again. This slug is about to die, that's why he's got the flashing red and we're hearing the beep beep heartbeat thing. What we can do, we can switch these people around, because rooms are filled from top to bottom and left to right. So what we'll do, we'll tell both of our guys to leave, and then we'll tell this guy who's got more health to go back into the room, and then this guy with the least health to go back in the room. And this will have the effect of swapping them. So as soon as we unpause, they'll just switch around, keep fighting. God, that was a nightmare. Well, we found a weapon system with no crew to stop you. You can install it on your own. If you manage to kill all the enemy crew, you get enhanced rewards. Like this, we get 12 scrap. Scrap is the currency in this game, it's money. And Pegasus missiles. Oh good, another missile weapon. Ow, and they hit us again. Right, everyone needs to go and fix stuff up. Poor pilot, man, he was just trying to fix the shields, and every single time they fired a laser, it hit the shield room again. That's why we took so much damage. 2 people fixing the engines, fixed it really quick. We haven't got a med base, so let's expend another bomb. Heal everyone, there we go. Back to stations with the enter key. Okay, Pegasus missiles is pretty cool. It requires 3 power bars to fire, so we'd have to upgrade our power bars. But it does fire 2 missiles per shot, so it only consumes 1 missile ammo, but it fires 2 missiles, and each of them do 2 damage. It's actually quite a powerful missile system, but again, we've got a missile weapon, and another missile weapon, all of which consume missile ammunition. Not great. Is there anything we can spend our 42 money on? If you click this ship info screen, this is where you can upgrade your systems. Not really. What I like to do at the start of the game is save up 50 scrap so you can get to 2 shield barriers. For the shields, every 2 power bars you have in shields, you get 1 shield bubble. So 50 scrap will get us levels 3 and 4, and that will put us up to 2 shield barriers, as long as we have enough power bars in the reactor to power them. Then that makes you immune to lots of enemies at the start of the game. So it didn't go well, but we won. Your arrival is greeted by numerous computer alerts, and it's an automated rebel scout. Okay then. And they've hacked our shields, and the shields have gone down. We have no shields, but that's not a huge problem. We've paused. Let's identify. This is an ion weapon. Ion weapons, if they hit a room with the system, will do 1 ion damage, and ion damage removes 1 power bar from that system for 5 seconds. Usually, it would just hit the shields and put the shields down for 5 seconds, but we don't have shields, so whatever this hits is going to be disabled for 5 seconds, which isn't great. And they've got a missile as well. So the only defense against the missile is our evasion. Now, being an automated scout, you'll notice there's no red people highlighted here from our slug's telepathic abilities, because there's no crew on automated scouts. So we can't get a crew kill because there's no crew to kill, and we can't teleport over and smash the systems because there's no oxygen in that, and we'd have to heal our people all the time. So all we can do is fire up the Artemis. Seeing how the shields are knackered, this guy might as well go into the weapons room and speed up the cycle time of our weapons. We're just going to have to missile this thing to death. Manned, 10% faster charge. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to click it now and tell it to, when it's ready, shoot it at the enemy scout's weapons. Right, what kind of missile is this? It did 1. Okay, we've hit that for 2 because we've got a proper missile. It set us on fire. These fires will spread even through blast doors. Blast doors stop the fires for quite some time, but the fires will eventually leak out. But luckily for us, the fires are in the airlock, so we can just vent out the oxygen and the fires will go out. There we go. Now, we may think that this is good because the enemy weapon system has been destroyed and there's no crew on board to fix it, but auto scouts automatically fix themselves. So let's keep the weapon system offline by consistently damaging it again. Now, our weapon has a chance, the possible effect is a breach or a fire. If it starts a fire in the auto scout, it will go out because there's no oxygen in auto scouts. If it causes a breach, then that prevents the scout from fixing the system, which is pretty cool. This should finish it off if it hits. It did. We won. Hurrah! We've used 3 more missiles. Ship explodes, leaving behind 1 fuel, 1 drone part, and 26 more scrap. Okay, we have 68 scrap. I'm just going to click jump just to check if there's a store, and there is. That's where we can buy weapons and upgrades and stuff. So instead of buying the second layer of shield, I'm going to jump to this ping and then go to the store. Here's the enemy fleet starting to encroach. You arrive at a populated sector. One merchant seems to be mass broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. Shall we respond? Yes, please. We're here for money and adventure. Your ship seems reasonably well equipped. A freighter carrying a shipment of my goods is a week late. The fools flew through a pirate-filled sector in their haste, and I fear for the cargo's safety. I'm looking for a less incompetent captain to investigate. Okay, we'll do that. And we've got a quest marker. So he wants us to go all the way here and investigate what happened to his stuff. It looks like it's on the route, so we're going to go to the store and then work our way over here, go to that quest, and then there, and then exit. There is no penalty for not doing a quest. For example, if this quest had spawned down here, we probably wouldn't have enough time to go to it. Or if it went up here, we might decide we haven't got enough time. But there's no penalty for not doing a quest. You just get decent rewards, possibly, if you do it. Right, let's go to this store. The space station here has travelling merchant who shows you his wares. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. 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 I want to buy everything. Fire beam. Beam weapons are hilarious. You draw a line on the enemy ship, like you click here once and then you draw a line and then you click it again and then it draws a line and it does damage for each room hit, or in the case of the fire beam, for each little square that it hits, it has a really high chance of starting a fire. But beam weapons can only work when the enemy shields are down, so we'd have to smash the shields with the missile and then draw a big beam. Fire beams are hilarious because fires are really damaging. They damage systems over time, they damage people over time. Systems cannot be repaired until the fires are put out, so the people will run in, take damage over time, and the fires are spreading, damaging the systems. There's just fantastic weapons. Mantis, as I said, are really, really good at close combat. Inflict 1.5 damage in close combat. Drone control is great because that gives us the ability to use drones. This one comes with a system repair drone. System repair drones, when you spawn them, it will consume one drone part and it will just live in your drone bay. Whenever you need repairs on the ship, you power it up with a power bar and it will run across the ship and it will fix up whatever's broken. Really good for doing breaches or putting fires out. They're really fast at repairing stuff as well. Med bay, fantastic. That means we wouldn't need to do the healing bomb anymore. We can just teleport our own people back in our own ship and fix up in the med bay and then get back in the fight. Or we can buy the drone control and then buy a defense drone Mark 1 which shoots down incoming missiles. Considering we've taken lots of damage from missiles, I really want that, but what is the priority? Okay, we can sell the slug repair gel for 30 money. That will put us on 98, and then we can sell the Pegasus for 30, so that's another 60. That will put us on what, 128? Med bay and drone control would be 125, but then we wouldn't have enough to buy the defense drone 1. The drone control spawns in stores with a random drone. This is like the cheapest one you can get because it only comes with a repair drone. If it came with the defense drone Mark 1, it would be 85. So if we sell the Pegasus and the repair gel, we can then buy the drone control and the defense drone Mark 1. Oh man, this is a dilemma. Or if we sell the Pegasus and the slug repair gel, that gives us 128, which is enough to buy both of the Mantis and have a 2 Mantis boarding crew, which is also absolutely astounding. This is really annoying. I want to buy everything, but I don't know what to buy. Drone control for defense, medbay for healing, or 2 Mantis for superb attack. It's going to have to be the drone control and the defense drone, I think. Once you bought something in the store, you can sell it back. You can't sell systems, but that's it. Okay, our drone control has enough space for 2 drones. Here it is. It's got a system repair drone and a defense drone. We've only got 2 power bars in drone control, so we can only have one of them on at any one time. And of course we need the power bars to use them. But I think that was the right decision. We shall see. Now we need to get to this quest. Enemy fleet moves that much every turn. There are mods, a lot of mods for this game. One of them shows you like all the turns. It'll just draw concentric circles so you know exactly how many turns you've got before the enemy fleet overtakes you. If you're overtaken by the enemy fleet, it's not instant death, it's just a difficult fight. This one is glowing red because it's just like the leading edge, like the scouts of the fleet. And these fleet fights, the only reward you get is 1 unit of fuel, and that's just to let you escape. If you get overtaken by here, it's double exclamation mark. Really tough fight. Again, the only reward is 1 fuel, and in these double exclamation mark things, every now and then the enemy cruisers will lock their guns on you and fire a massive shot which will cause a breach and do 3 damage. So yeah, not good. How many pings do we think we have until the enemy fleet gets here? And how quick can we get to this quest? Oh, these two, that and that don't link. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, it's going to be close. Doesn't matter if we go north or south. They're both 3 pings before the quest. Right, let's just go for it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. And they're powering up their FTL. If they get away, they'll no doubt warn the fleet. Now, if these guys escape, the fleet gets an extra turn. And that means we'll have to abandon the quest. So, we need to be able to kill these guys and stop them escaping. Right, I've paused. Identify. This is a little mini beam. This will draw a tiny little line, maybe across 2 rooms. 3 if the AI is really good. Like here, you can get 3 rooms. Does 1 damage per room. -1 for every active shield bubble. And they have a combat drone. This flies around our ship and then shoots and then moves and shoots again. The distance it flies is random, so sometimes it will come over here and shoot and then fly all the way over here and shoot, which gives our shields more than enough time to respawn. But sometimes it will fly here and shoot, and then it will fly here and shoot, and then it will fly here and shoot. So it's like boom, boom, boom. And that means it can punch through our shields and cause a little bit of problems for us. So what we're going to do is depower the teleporter, power up the healing bomb, just so they're both ready to go, and the Artemis. I'm going to keep this guy in weapons because we need to stop their FTL from charging. We can do that by damaging their engines or their piloting. And I'm going to do it in piloting. They could have a system repair drone or an anti-personnel drone here, because slugs can only see living beings, which is a little bit annoying. So the plan is, keep this guy in here until the Artemis is ready, and then fire the Artemis at their piloting. Hope it hits. Good, it hit. Not only has that stopped our FTL, but it's damaged the guy who's in piloting. And now we're going to jump in there and punch him in the face. We're going to turn the Artemis off, turn the teleporter back on. See, their guy in weapons is running in here to help this guy fix it, and I don't want him to fix it. But that's good, because that means that there was no system repair drone. So if we jump in there, they're no longer fixing it, they're fighting us instead. Oh, I need to keep my evasion up as high as we can, at 15%, to make this thing miss. I think they actually got a hit on us from their mini beam. Okay, this time the beam missed. Right, let's heal our people. Hope it hits. Good. Ow, they hit my engines. We've been taking a lot of damage in this run so far. But we have been getting the crew kills. Good, that missed again. And they just hit us just as the fight ended. The ship goes silent, and we get 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 27 more scrap. And we've taken a whole load of damage, so we'll just go and fix it. And heal their people with a healing bomb. Now each time your person does an action, they get a little bit of training. As we see, they're getting a little bit of repair skill, a little bit of close combat skill, a little bit of engine skill. So each time the enemy miss, if there's someone in piloting, they get some piloting skill, and if there's someone in engines, they get engine skill. Each time we fire a weapon, there you go, he's got 4 out of 65 weapon skill. And when it reaches the top of the bar, they will get a green marking here. This icon will go green, and that means they've ranked up, and they will get increased performance in that aspect. And then if you do it again, you'll get another 8 close combat, and then you'll go yellow, which is gold, and that means you're even better. So you can skill up your people. Right, you've got 30 scrap. Is there anything we can spend 30 scrap on that we need? Don't think so. Your scans reveal an ore refinery and nothing else happens. Okay, just a waste of fuel. This quest had better be worth it. Uh-oh, a pirate ship was lying in wait inside this asteroid field. It immediately moves into attack. Okay, we're in big trouble. This is an asteroid field. Every now and then, asteroids are going to bombard our ship. And every now and then, one of the asteroids will have the ability to pass straight through our shields. And this will also happen to the enemy, so that's not too bad. I'm not going to board these guys, we're just going to try and Artemis them to death. So this guy needs to get into the weapons room to speed that up. I'm going to depower the teleporter, and we might need the system repair drone. See, the shields are getting knocked down by the asteroids. They've got a heavy laser which fires 1 shot, but it does 2 damage and can cause breaches and fires. Not great. And a missile of unknown nature. Either does 1 if it's a lethal, 2 if it's an Artemis. I really need to hit these guys in the weapon, so I'm just going to tell the weapon now. Okay, if it's in the oxygen, not cool. But I need all my people where they are. We need the evasion to be maximum, so we need someone in piloting, and we need the engines to be manned. We need our weapons to cycle up as fast as they can, so we need someone there. So to fix the oxygen, I'm going to spawn a system repair drone. Here he is. He's only got 25 health, but he'll fix that up in about 3 seconds flat. They've got an NJ, and it's fixing their weapons really quite quickly, because NJ are really good at fixing things. So we're just going to have to keep telling the weapons, our weapons, to blow up their weapons. Good. And they're trying to escape now. But Now the NG is in its putting the fire out mode, and this guy is coming to help him. And because he's not in piloting, their FTL's delayed. So Artemis in here, not only is their FTL delayed, if no one's in the enemy piloting room, then their evasion drops to 0. So this Artemis will hit them in that room and it will kill them, and we will win this fight. Just like so. Right, system repairs finish this thing, so I'm just going to right click and depower them just to recover 1 power bar. The ship explodes, leaving behind 2 fuel, 1 drone part and 23 more scrap. But the FTL's not quite fully charged because we're still under the environmental danger. Need to wait for that to charge up, and now we can escape and do the quest. Wow, that was not easy. You arrive at the last known location of the merchant's delivery. You begin to scan for the lost ship. You find the remains of the ship. It seems to have severe external damage, but you cannot pinpoint a cause. The majority of the cargo seems intact. You manage to discern the ship's intended destination. Okay. From the wreck of the ship, we got 1 fuel, 2 more missiles, which is good, and 26 scrap, which is great. We can take the cargo and head to its original destination in search for the reward, which will give us another quest marker, or we can take the cargo for ourselves. Now, because we're getting to the end of this sector, I think we're going to do number 2 and take the cargo for ourselves. There were general military supplies in the cargo crates. You take what you can use. Alright, another 3 fuel, another 1 drone part, and another 32 scrap. 111 scrap, that's really damn good. Well, we're going to get caught by the fleet in the exit. Okay, in that case, we're going to go 2 layers of shield, 2 more power bars to power it, and then we have 2 layers of shield. This is great. We've got 21 more scrap. I think I'll buy a power bar. Just so if we need to, we can depower the teleporter and have the defense drone out, shoot down enemy missiles and use our own missile to attack things. We've still got 18 missiles, we've lost quite a lot of hull. Considering this is 1 out of 8 sectors, we've got a long way to go in this game. Oh dear. An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members and the rest of you can go free. We can draw straws and send a crew member over to the slavers, or we can say, we will never surrender. No surrender. Right, let's pause. Identify. They've got 2 heavy lasers that fire 1 shot each and do 2 damage, but each shot will take down 1 shield. So this one will take down 1 shield, and this one will take down 1 shield, and then we've got no more weapons to hurt us. We are invincible. This is the first time in this game we've met an enemy we're immune to, and it's only happened because we were smart with our upgrades. Okay. Now, the way the slaver fights work is that if you cause them enough damage, they will offer you one of their slaves to let them live, and that's how you can get free crew members. Or we can, sometimes if you've got a teleporter, it will give you another option, which will be highlighted in blue. It would have been 3, use your teleporter to teleport some slaves, and you can get 1 more crew member from that, and then damage them and get another crew member. Or we can go for the crew kill, and then get the enhanced rewards and possibly rescue a slave as well. But they do have, what I can tell because I've played this game before, this is a rock crewman. They move really slowly. They do have 150 health, and they've got a human. Humans are just basic. I want to go for the crew kill, so I think that's going to cost us less missiles. I think the healing bomb is going to be less, like, might use that twice. And I mean, the Artemis only does 2 damage each, and they've got like 8. We'd have to cause them like 6 damage. So, lose 3 missiles to get them to surrender. So what I'm going to do, we're going to jump in here, get a quick 2-on-1, and then we'll come over here, because the human's faster than the rock. So we just keep running away from the rock and get a 2-on-1 against the human. We can just grind them down without needing to use our healing bomb quite so much. Tricks of the trade. There we go, human's dead. Maybe we'll need to use 1 bomb. Oh crap, it missed. Oh. Right, we're going to have to do the old switcheroo trick and hope that the heal bomb charges up faster. 2-on-1. Mouse over. Yeah, okay, the rock's dying faster than we are. That's good. Hey! You find a number of slaves in the cargo hold. They look at you questioningly, and no one asks if they're about to be released. You could use more crew, but you don't want to force them all to work for you. Let's demand the Mantis joins our crew. So there we are. We get 1 fuel, 2 missiles, which is great. We spent 1 missile. So we're positive 1 missile on this fight. 26 more scrap. And Shirai, the Mantis. This is fantastic. Right, healing bombs ready. Don't miss. God, can't believe that missed. Okay. So, Shirai can go and live in the weapons room. And now Turing is not going to be close combat anymore. It's going to be Dengler and Shirai. Because they can stay there now and give us better evasion all the time, which is great. And we've now got a Mantis who's 50% better at fighting than Dengler. This is good. 27 scrap. Ooh, okay. The fleet's not going to catch us by the exit. This is a very good thing. 27 scrap, 27 scrap. Kind of want to buy 1 more power bar. So we've got 2 power bars in reserve so we can launch a defense drone if we have to. Alright, let's get out of here. Timed it perfectly. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, we can get to the next sector. And something else has happened. You arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to have been abandoned, but you detect faint life signs on board. We can board the station and look for survivors. This is a bit risky. You can lose some crew members doing this, and I don't want to lose my crew, so we're just going to scrap some of the debris, and we get 13 scrap. So let's go to the next sector. This is the universe map. This is randomized every time you play. We need to get over here. We've just done this one, and you've got diverging paths. Green sectors have at least 3 stores on the map somewhere. Red sectors have more fights, but I think they have at least 2 stores, I want to say. Nebula are full of nebula pings, so the sensors won't work. The enemy fleet will move really slowly, so you've got plenty of time to hit lots of pings, but of course that means you'll need lots of fuel to get through them. But we're not overly concerned about missing sensors because we're slugs and we can see inside enemy ships. So maybe we'll do a nebula, because we do have 14 fuel. A nebula and then a couple of reds. I mean, that does mean no green until here. I mean, it's not to say that greens don't have enemies, because they do. But this one's annoying because it says Zoltan controlled. Zoltan ships have Zoltan shields. And Zoltan shields are an extra green layer of shield over and above the blue shields. And that prevents teleporting until it's been destroyed. And the only thing we have to destroy shields is missiles. So we'll be burning through our missiles just to knock the shields down, and then teleporting on board, and having to use more missiles to heal ourselves. So we're going to go to this nebula, just to avoid the Zoltans. The gases that make up the nebula in this sector threaten to impair your systems, but you have to press on. We don't even have a sensor system. That's what this gap is here in the subsystems bar. Okay, distress call. This could lead to a quest, and it's not in a nebula ping. Okay, this is quite good. Everything looks like it's connected to pretty much everything else. Right, distress call. You've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing from the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Let's hail them. As you hail the refugee ship, a slug ship jumps into the system. It was hunting the refugees for sport, and now they found you instead. Okay, pause. Identify. They've got a missile and an ion. Ion we're immune to. We've got 2 layers of shield. Missile we're not immune to, but if we spawn the defense drone, it says it shoots down missiles on Asteroid. It doesn't always shoot them down. It's just got a really high chance. We're going to get the crew kill here, but not in the way you might expect. I'm going to power up my Artemis, because what I have noticed is that their oxygen room does not have a door, so they cannot get into their engines or their oxygen room. So if we smash their oxygen room with our missile, eventually these guys will die, because slowly all of their oxygen will disappear, and then we've won this fight. I mean, that's it. We just got to hope that our drone shoots down all their incoming missiles. Enemies do only carry 10 ammunition by way of missiles, so after it's fired 10 times, it can't fire anymore. Our drone's doing good stuff, which is just as well. We've only got 2 drone parts. Because once you've spawned a defense drone, when you jump away, the drone's left behind, so you don't get the drone part back. Luckily, for the repair drone, you spend 1 drone part the first time you spawn it, and as long as it's alive, then it stays there and doesn't expend any more drone parts. It's not the most exciting fight, but we have won. The only annoying thing is that we can't see inside the enemy's ship. Like, if you have a sensor room upgraded to rank 2, you can see inside the enemy ship, and all their rooms are white like our ones are. We can't even see inside all of our own ship because we don't have any sensors. Sensor rank 1 will turn all of our own ship white so we can see everything. Like, I don't know what's happening in this room or this room. There could be a fire raging in there. We have no way of seeing inside the enemy ship. Hey, they've run out of missiles. Their missile has retracted. Alright, defense drone did defense drone things and he actually shot down all the incoming missiles. Hey, they've finally suffocated to death. And we get the crew kill. We did nothing to them other than smash their oxygen. It's their own fault for having a really bad design flaw in their ship. We get 2 fuel, 2 missiles. That's good. We spent 1 to kill them, so we're +1 on missiles. 39 more scrap. You will notice that the rewards get better the further into the game you go, so every sector you'll be earning more and more money. And contact the refugees, and they say thank you very much, and they give us 1 more missile, 1 more drone part, that's great, and 13 more scrap. Alright, 67 scrap. Is there a store? No. Onwards. Okay. That noise you heard when we jumped in was an environmental danger. We're in a plasma storm, and plasma storms reduce the total amount of power available by 50%. And there's a rebel scout here who's been waiting for us. Let's pause. Now, this 50% to the power thing also affects the enemy, which is why their second weapon has not extended. Which means that they haven't got enough power. Okay. The one weapon they have extended is a burst laser Mark II. This is bad. This fires 3 shots. We've only got 1 active layer of shield at the moment and 0 evasion because we've got no power bars on the engine. Now we've got 15% evasion. How are we going to kill these guys? What I am going to do, I'm going to get... Okay, I think I know what we're going to do. We're going to power up the... We're going to depower that at the minute. We're going to depower my teleporter and put more power in the engines. Because they're probably going to fire before I can fire. Or pretty much at the same time. Our Artemis is going to go straight in our weapons room and hope it hits. Okay, there it goes. And then Mantis and Slug are going to go in the teleporter. I'm going to depower the Artemis. Power up the teleporter. Good. What we heard that... That was a breach, so there's a breach in this room, and this guy has to fix the breach before he can fix the weapons room. This is very good. We're going to stop him repairing it by jumping in, having a fight. Okay, so there's a bit of a 3-on-2, so we'll just escape, and then go back in, stop him repairing, bit of 3-on-2, good, drag them all out of the room. Now this guy did not go back in here to try and fix it, because he can't, because there's a breach. And there's no oxygen, that's why the room's red hatched. And he's not got enough health to fix it. So this is a very good thing. And that means that they can't have any weapons, so we don't need any kind of defences yet. Our Mantis is in kind of bad shape. So's the other guy. But our teleporter is ready, so we'll just come back on board. Fire up my heal bomb. Okay, this guy's trying to fix their weapons, but he's damaged as well. He's had to run out of the room because he ain't got no oxygen. Right, so they can't fix their weapon room anymore because the breach isn't going to fix itself. Heal bomb has healed me. So now we'll just jump back on board, kill this guy in about 1 second, and this guy as well. There we go. Right, we get 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 31 more scrap. I like the 31 more scrap part, that's good. We're going to spend another missile just to heal our guys. Turn the system repair drone on. System repair drone took some damage. If any of your drones or your people are in a room and it gets hit, they take 15 damage. So our poor little drone nearly died. But if you have an active drone, if you have at least one active drone, then in the drone bay your drones will get healed. That's why he healed up. So that's good. 98 scrap. Let's just move on at the moment. I could really do with a store. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before you have time to make contact, they fade into the nebula. Alright, this is the first blue option. Blue options are not always the best option. It's just an additional option granted to you if you have a certain type of crewman or a certain type of equipment or a certain power level in certain equipment. And in this case, we've got a teleporter. So let's lock onto their life signs. Hey, and we get 25 scrap and Vincent the Human. Welcome on board, Vincent. So I think Shirai is going to, and the Human are both going to live in the teleporter permanently. Or the Human lives here and Dangler goes there. Because humans train up 10% faster than anyone else. If you see Dangler's shields 2 out of 55, human shields 0 out of 50. So humans train up faster, but Dangler's pretty close to getting 7 out of 8 in close combat. Right, we'll put the human in the shields and then we'll save positions here. Right, that's everyone's default crew positions. There's a store right there. Do we go for it now? Or do we risk more fights? Now we've got all our power bars back, we can see where we're at. Could do with buying 1 more power bar. Just so we can have the teleporter and one of our bombs and the defense drone and the other one on at the same time. 98 scrap. I kind of want to go backwards. We've got 12 fuel. That store. Because the enemy fleet advances very slowly in nebulas. Nothing here. God damn, it was a waste of fuel. Oh, really? Another empty ping? That's 2 wastes of fuel. Alright, hey, we found something. A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. We can ignore him, we can attack him, or we can roll the dice and buy an unknown weapon for 45 scrap. Well, there's a store just up ahead, so I'm not doing that. Let's attack him. Right, pause. Identify. They've got a missile and a laser. Laser we're immune to. It only fires 1 shot. We've got 2 layers of shield. Missile, probably immune to now. We've got the defense drone out. We've got a human and an NG. We've got a mantis and a slug. Just go and have a fight. We should not need the heal bomb until we're back on our own ship. NG are terrible at close combat. They get like a 0.75 modifier. Now it's a 2-on-1. That's the win. And that ding was probably Dangler getting his rank of close combat. No more life signs. We get 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 36 scrap. Indeed. There you go. Dangler is now a badass. So let's heal them up. Mouse over Dangler. Combat skill, 10% more crew damage. Well done, Dangler. He's an ass-kicking slug now. A ship emerges quite far away from the beacon. You see a rebel ship waiting nearby, undoubtedly stationed to look for you. We can attack him, or we can try and hide. Let's attack them. Pause. Identify. Burst laser Mark II fires 3 shots. Very scary. So our Artemis, as soon as it's ready, needs to go in the weapons and knock it out. And as soon as that's happened, then we'll jump in and fight in the weapons room. Even if it's on fire or breached. Somebody can just run away and then heal ourselves. And this is a bomb, the first bomb we've seen. Apart from our own healing bomb. Bombs teleport straight on board the ship, so it doesn't care how many shields we've got. And it cannot be shot down by defense drones because it teleports on board our ship. We will not know what kind of warhead it has until it's ready to fire. And as soon as it's ready to fire, it will fire. So I've got a split second to identify what this thing is. The only defense against bombs is evasion. Okay, so as soon as Artemis, hopefully, hits, because as you progress in the game, enemy ships have higher evasion, which makes missiles a bit of a problem. Here comes the... Okay, it was a small bomb. And they have teleported it. Where? Oh, it looks like it missed. But one of their laser... Oh no, it's here. So they've teleported their bomb on board our ship in an empty room. So it's not actually going to do anything. One of their laser blasts has hit our doors. Not great. But our Artemis has hit their weapons, which is great. So let's jump in and fight. Stop them repairing it. They keep bombing empty rooms. They're so stupid. Right, 2 on 2. Heal bomb, please hit. Phew. Why is the enemy AI bombing empty rooms? It's not doing anything to me. Well, can't argue. That's the win. Wow, 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 23 more scrap. Nice. And we'll turn on the system repair drone. We'll go and fix the doors. The doors have gone orange because it's been reduced by 1 power bar to level 1 doors. Level 1 doors don't prevent the enemy from moving, so they can run around the ship all they want. But blast doors at level 2 do, and the enemy have to physically break down the doors. Right, let's go to the store. Fingers crossed we get something good. A medbay again. That's on page 2. Ooh, all kinds of good stuff. A burst laser Mark 1 that fires 2 shots. We could really do with a laser weapon. And an ion bomb. It takes 22 seconds to charge up. Teleports on board the enemy. So their layers of shield and defense drones mean nothing. And it does 4 ion damage. So that will cripple any system we put on it. Like enemy med bays or enemy shields. So I'm probably going to buy both those weapons. That will be 110 scrap. And then we don't have enough for a med bay. Anything we can sell for like 60. We can sell the healing bomb, because if we get the med bay we won't need that anymore. So that will be 177 scrap. That's 50. 100, yeah, 177. That's enough, isn't it? Sell that. Buy the med bay. 127 scrap left. That's 110. Sweet. Alright, so we've lost our ability to heal ourselves in an enemy ship, but that's okay. We'll just teleport back, heal up in here once we've powered it up, and then teleport back on board the enemy. And now we've actually got a way to damage the enemy directly with a burst laser Mark 1. And whilst we're in the store, we should really fix up our hull a little bit more. We'll just take it into the green a little bit and then stop. That's probably enough. At the moment, it's the only way we have of healing ourselves. Some quests and other events can heal you up. There is a hull repair drone, but it costs like 85 scrap. It's a real luxury. When you spawn it, it flies around your ship and repairs between 3 and 5 hulls, so it's not huge. And if you've got lots of damage and you haven't got very many drone parts, you might not want to do it or be able to do it. But at least you've got a medbay now and a weapon. So we can only do 2 shots, and if enemies have got 2 layers of shield, then all we'll do is knock their shields down. But it's at least something. It's better than nothing. And if you meet Zoltans, we can chip away their shields with a burst laser and then jump in. So it's kind of alright. Right, where can we go? Here, 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 then out, or here, here, then out. Oh, it's all pretty much the same, isn't it? As you wait for the FTL to drive to charge, nothing happens. God damn, that's like the 4th ping we've had in this nebula where nothing's happened. Ooh, an automated scout. Let's attack the ship to get into the station because we don't know what's inside it. Pause, identify. It's got a laser that fires 1 shot, and then it's got a mini beam which does a little line and does 1 damage per room, minus 1 for every active shield. So 2 layers of shield. This thing can't hurt us. We've got a burst laser Mark 1. Dingler is going to go and man the weapons just to speed up that charge up. I'm going to hold control and it turns the targeting reticule yellow, and that tells it to automatically fire as soon as it's ready. You can click auto fire here, but that tells all your weapons to fire as soon as they're ready. And because all your weapons have got different cooldown times, they'll all be firing at different times, and you don't want that. You want all your weapons to fire together. So holding control is a way of doing auto fire on a per weapon basis. Targeted the piloting, because when the piloting is damaged or destroyed, when the piloting is red, it gets 0 evasion. So every time we fire, it will hit, and it has no shields. So we're just going to win this fight right now. Nice, let's see what's in that station. From the broken drone, we get 23 scrap, and inside the station, 16 scrap, and a combat drone Mark II. Ooh. Combat drone Mark II is a drone. It needs 4 power to fly it. So not only would we need to buy lots of power bars, we need to upgrade the drone control to 4. But then it's very similar to the combat drone we've seen the enemy had, but it flies much faster. So it'll go pew, 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 and it can knock down an awful lot of shields. But for now, we're just going to press on. Probably sell the combat drone Mark II. You spot a rebel ship in the nebula and stay off their radar. Do we try to engage? Let's prepare to chase them. And we get on their 6. And they have a missile and a laser. Laser we're immune to. In fact, we don't even need 2 layers of shield. So I'm going to reduce our shields down to 1. Spit out the defense drone to take care of the missile. And power up my medbay. They don't have a medbay, do they? So what am I waiting for? Let's just... Oh, I've jumped in with 1 crewman like an absolute noob. Can't believe I did that. This mantis is just going to have to run around for his life until the teleporter's ready. Oh, I am such a noob sometimes. Right. Dingler, please go into the the teleporter. Shirai, please report to the teleport room. Okay, let's try that again. Let's get a 2-on-1. God, I mean, mantis are good, but he can't kill 3 people on his own. Oh, what a noob. There you go, 2-on-1, 2-on-1, another 2-on-1. We'll have to do the switcheroo. Or will we? No, we won't. Hooray, we get 5 fuel and 36 scrap. That's great. And Shirai has redeemed himself. He is now 10% faster. Remember, Mantis get 1.5 modifier anyway, so it's another 10% on top of that for him. Fully trained up Mantises in close combat are absolutely terrifying. I'm very happy I've got one. Mind you, the first store we ever saw had 2, and I had to make some difficult decisions. Maybe we'll run into more slavers and get another mantis. Right, you've got 79 scrap. There's another store there. No point going to it because we'll have to come back this way and then get to the exit. And then it will definitely be swallowed by the fleet by then. Okay, what do we want? I really kind of want to upgrade my weapon system by 1. So it's going to cost 25. Just so we can have the Artemis and the burst laser. Or maybe the ion bomb and the burst laser. Or in case an enemy bomb or missile hits the weapons room and damages 1 power bar, the burst laser will be able to keep firing because there's 3 power bars available. And I'm going to do the crew teleporter up to level 2 and my piloting to level 2. Piloting level 2 gives us, speeds up the FTL, and it actually gives us some evasion when someone's not in piloting. There you go. He's not in piloting, but we still got 7% evasion. It stops the jump drive, but at least we have some evasion. And having piloting at level 2 might give us more blue options. Teleport level 2 is just so we can put another power bar in it and speed up the cooldown. Especially now that we don't have the heal bomb, it would be nice if this would cool down a bit faster so we can bring our people back sooner to get them healed up. in case we have to fight Mantis in combat, which is a distinct possibility. Okay, at the long-range beacon, what happens? Hey, nothing. Right, this is a good place to leave this. A difficult first couple of sectors. We took a whole load of damage, but we did get a drone control with a system repair drone and a defense drone. Then we got a burst laser, then we got a Mantis and a human, and an ion bomb. I mean, things is not going bad. Because we've got the teleporter and we've made some good decisions, we've been able to get lots of crew kills, so we've actually earned quite a lot. So we've done some decent upgrades. We're looking alright. I'd quite like to get another laser weapon or a beam weapon of some description, because we do have 4 weapon slots on this ship, which is pretty good. Other than that, we'll probably upgrade the oxygen in the mid bay. A, again, so they can take a hit without being destroyed, and B, again, so we can get more blue options, maybe get more shields and more other stuff. So come back for that, and until then, do look after yourself. I will speak to you later, and I'll see you in Sector 3.